gentlemen, we're at the Wedgewood rooms. This is Battlegrounds. Make some noise! Alright, we're going to get into the next battle of the evening. This is Group C, I believe. Battler to my right. Introduce yourself.
H Deane.
Make some noise for H Deane! Short and sweet. Battler to my left. Introduce yourself.
I be JC, I'm known as George, let's have it, you know what I mean?
Make some noise for JC. Alright. Friendly reminder. What's the #1 rule? Shut the fuck up! Alright, we flipped off camera. JC has opted H Deane to go first. First round on H Deane.
I've never known a rapper to have his music off grid. I'ma send him to join it. You can go on whatever site you like and type JC music, you will not fucking source it. So his corpse after this battle, like his music, you never saw it. And he don't need escorting. He works with his hype that's died, he knows exactly where the morgue is. So where is this music then? Because your IG account's filled with pics from nights out and some sunsets. Enough said. Nevertheless, calling yourself a rapper straight up taking the piss. I don't click on music accounts and expect to see selfie pics with some other chick you're in the friends I'm with, but he won't tell his girlfriend this. Ain't that why you write about Cali weed bags? You all think it's dope. No, I'll bet on the fact he can't get over his bestie, Cali Stanhope. Well, ain't addiction mad? You can smoke to that. But I'll cut the crap, get back to the matter at hand. Whether his music's about zoots and spliffs, a truth or myth, his mental state is he's losing it. You can't find no career if it don't exist. So he sinks his teeth into 3 jobs at the same time. But you ain't a jack of all trades, you're just Jordan Jack shit. Because he's a chef and a barber, or at least that's something he claims. Safe to say you might want to stick to clippers because even the rap game's cutting you a fade. Let me reiterate. In every which way I'm saying, the way you shape yourself up as an artist is trimming down your own waves like a close shave. Time.
Alright, let's hold it down. Round 1 on JC. Listen up, please. Yo! Fire.
It's absurd, you see, that this twat of an MC wants to battle JC for a hype of 2 Gs. But in this battle it's peak. Because in this disturbing scene, this boy will go home with some pissy jeans and constant dreams of how he lost to me. And look, it seems he's got this terrible disease that's embedded in his genes to give his terrible physique. I'll solidify this fool. I ain't even capping, cuz. This ain't even on beat. I don't have to be rapping fast. I mean, your boy looks homeless and spends his nights at the park, which is funny to say, because he's scared of the dark. I mean, blessed, why am I here battling this guy? You really think he's on the same vibe? Everyone here is gonna witness why, because I'm gonna make H Deane here cry. Time.
I went online and saw the live set you did at the Grab the Mic event, and you owe me the time it took for me to find it because your name's so original, there's 3 other fucking guys with it. Nah, I'm vexed. I don't want to know the truth. How you expect to be the best in this when these people say your name and they don't even think of you? Then you went on to write a hook about AU vodka and THC in a zoo. Well, I've been brought here to tell you there's more to life than stating the obvious and substance abuse. Hold on. There were one thing that weren't clear on your first song on the set. You said your girl lays you down and you turn around. And if I was to take my best guess, that most definitely means you was getting pegged. Then in another song, you're talking about being strapped and it's starting to make sense. You've been fucked so much there's nowhere else for your shit to vent. It gets plummeled through your body and choked up out the other end. So I'm guessing that the sewers is where your music really went. It's gotten to the point where she said he doesn't feel a thing, and he's saying, babe, I told you not to say nothing. It was a one-time fling. 5 minutes later, she pulls her strap on out, she finds his uncle's cock ring. Time.
Remember, if you want to have a chat, you can do it outside so we don't have to fucking hear it. You know, we want to hear the bars. Thank you. All right, round 2 on JC. Let's go.
See, it's all chill, it's cool. It's a good night here battling this fool. I'm here tonight to go to war. This shit here I get excited for. I'm prepared to use damaging force and hammering thoughts like tearing you to pieces and strangle with your own spinal cord. And H, if you can talk the talk, then you can walk the walk. Be flawed, of course. A cause for war. I'll absorb your thoughts and watch your friends carry out your soulless corpse. See, I murder a beat, but here it's just me. I don't need a beat to destroy H Deane. You think you're a big man, cousin, he cries himself to sleep. And he's close with his friends, I mean knee deep. Reckless by nature, that's a standard comment. Battling for paper, all these bastards are on it, including me. I'm here to show action from it. I can't be asked for this prick. I'll be cold-hearted, you bitch, because everyone here knows you retarded as shit. Time.
All right, let's make some noise.
For this battle, I didn't even know if I needed these bars. Because if we go by this guy's history and past, we would not know if he'd even show up for this part. I mean, I'm battling him, and up until now, I've had literally no idea who you are. I ain't even messing. I had to ask the event again after they said who I was contesting. That was after the interviews at the press conference. You don't know the ones because you were too scared to show your face and even attend it. Then you started your way through an interview that you filmed in separate. Fuck me.
Sorry?
Then you started your way through an interview that you filmed in separate. That's what I said, by the way.
Oh dear.
No, hang on, 2 secs.
Hold it down.
I ain't even guessing. I'm fully expecting to wreck him because his car crash bars will leave him disconnected, spread out into sections. But check it. This guy's a cook. I'll serve him a lesson. I can chef up the recipe of this man's life into one pot. This drip's watered out so much he's nothing more than a broth, simming his brain trying to drown out his thoughts and now pouring some salt for the wounds that he's got. Stir that together, his life's a laughing stock. I'm surprised you've survived this long. Don't get me wrong, but I reckon even your older brother was only born because your mum's a fucking moron and your dad forgot the condom, and to remind themselves for next time they even named him John. Then somehow you slip through the latex. He hates it. Every day he prays for more sufficient safe sex to stop his parents recreating. You're a seeping disease on the descent with a past you're trying to run from. You get PTSD when you see men from the amount of times you've been cummed on. And then you PSTDs from the amount of times you've been cummed on. The only reason I repeat that rhyme is so I can try and emphasize the amount of times you've been cummed on.
Final round on JC. Let's do it.
Now, when Blessed asked me to battle, I was a bit skeptical at first take. Thought it could be hard to handle until I saw this twat's face. And when he said his first words in the preview, I thought this kid might actually be great. And then I came to realise, I don't fucking think you are, mate. Because I'm the type of person that works through struggles. Stand up straight, shoulders back and hustle. See, in tough times, your brain gets muddled, but no one gives a fuck about your household troubles. I'ma burst your bubble. Go home to your mumsy, get those bedtime cuddles. Because you act stupid and your actions are mad foolish. And you're mad clueless. You'll never be bad, doofus. Now, I can picture it because you ugly as shit. Susan Boyle, Slim Shady, had a baby, and they get you. But I hope to God you can sing, my brother, because with rapping there's no proof. H Deane, brother looks about 18. And the only time that he makes pee is him and his friends do a gay scene in H Deane. So tonight I thought I'd take it easy on you. Fuck it, I'll be resilient. You think that you're pretty good, but me, I'm fucking brilliant. Time.
Let's make some noise for that ball!
Yes, Tenshu in the building, Battlegrounds, Chaos Black out now on all platforms. Go get that. Just watch the battle right there, JC versus H Deane, and Look, man, I'm going to break this one down, right? In round one, I was pretty convinced, yeah, that JC was going to go on to get a clear victory. But in round two, you know, H Deane surprised me, man. He started, you know, playing on JC's name, and I can't lie to you, man. I was giggling at some of them bars. I was like, yeah, he's got like a deadpan delivery, like H Deane, man. And you know, that can be effective in this battle ring. Like it can work. But you know, so you know, up into round three, I'd say it was 1-1. And then in the last round, man, you know, despite having a few good bars, you know, I can't remember off the top of my head. I have to watch it back. But what I do remember, yeah, was H Deane was spitting, but he had a choke, man, and it was a pretty bad one. And whereas, you know, JC had the whole thing about HD, gay scene, da-da-da-da-da. I just think that took it, man. So I'm giving it 2-1 to JC.
Yo, Mixed Midget Mike. Okay, interesting battle, I've got to say. Slightly different things again, so it makes it quite tricky to judge. But I would say basically, first round, I say JC slightly edged it. For me, I think second round, H Deane took it. Third round, H Deane dropped it, but got his momentum back and carried it, and I felt that. But I would say that JC's a little bit more confident in his delivery, but I say basically it's a very close battle, but I give it to H Deane.
Yeah, it's Big Daddy Rap Beast here, also known as Tentru's mate. I'm going to refer to my notes for this one. I don't know, as soon as I started spitting, even the first guy, I started writing down stuff because I could somehow just tell it was going to be a complicated one. Don't know how, call it judge's intuition. So basically, both good spitters. The delivery, I think JC's delivery was better and it was clearer. His content was good, but not great, if I'm honest. Like, he could have come up with some funnier stuff. And H Deane's bars, some of his personals, they really, really did make me chuckle. You know, I've already covered the little slip up in the third round. The quite big slip up, let's be fair. But for me, I mean, I marked him higher on the first two rounds anyway. And some of the stuff he said in the third round was very, very funny. We got the stuff about getting pegged and all that shit. That was actually the second round anyway. But yeah, I just, for me, he edged it, regardless of the choke. I get what Tentru's saying. As a professional battle rapper, he's probably a bit more critical of the little slip-ups, whereas as a rank amateur myself, I can forgive a little imperfection here and there. It was a good battle. And, you know, feedback for JC, as I said, delivery was really good, projected his voice well, and his bars were far, far from terrible. Just needed a bit more for me. Thanks.
Battle with H Deane and JC. If you've heard the other judges' takes on this, there's not a lot left to be said, but I will put in my 2 pence. Content-wise, I think H Deane had more unique bars. They were more cleverly written. They were potent. They were very direct against his opponent. He maybe lacked a little bit in confidence and display and delivery, but content was fire. JC, on the other hand, had all the confidence, had the delivery, had the body language. It was all going for him, but I felt like he did not have that many personal or direct bars. It was a lot more, and I say this loosely because, again, you know, everyone writes what, you know, from what they know, but it was a cliche battle rap scene where you were attacking the obvious things. So if I'm being very honest, I gave the first 2 rounds to H Deane. The slip up in the third, I'm gonna make a little compromise here. So I would give JC the third round just because of the way H Deane choked. But then again, there's got to be credit where, you know, where it's due. And H Deane survived the choke, got himself back on track, still delivered heavy content after that, and I'll give him props for bringing it back. So yeah, 2-1 to H Deane on me.
Yeah, Dark Star Graver here, just seeing the H Deane versus JC battle. I have to say, for me, it really came down to a battle which was clearly punchlines versus delivery. H Deane, punchlines were going consistently, but JC was controlling his presence, was calm, cool, collected the whole way through, consistent with it. However, where I'd say he was lacking was he didn't have too many memorable lines, not enough punchlines coming through. It felt like through first round, second round was just warming up. And at that point, I kind of give one to each individual. However, I can't, pretend that choke didn't happen. It was a major choke. I'd say, although I'll give him props, he recovered. H Deane recovered tremendously, right? But it was a long choke. And I feel, as I said again, JC was just warming up. And his third round, I was waiting on the punchline. In my mind, I was like, if he gives up a good punchline that gets the crowd going, I'm going to have to give him that round. So at the end, I gave it 2-1 to JC.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed that battle right there, please make some noise. All right, obviously the judges took a little bit of time on this one because they had to deliberate. It's actually gone 3-2 in favour of, and the winner of that battle is H Deane. Good battle, good battle. Hard to call, bro. Hard to